Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football. I hope all of you are doing well today. Oh man, I'm really happy. I'm really happy. I'm back home and tonight was an absolute pleasure. Tonight was an absolute pleasure. I was at the bridge. First time back at the second home since 2019. It was pre-COVID, I think. I was there for the Ajax game. I think it was 4-4. And then after that, I don't think I went again. And then lockdowns happened, and then, well, not too long after, a little bit after that, and I spent a bit of time here, and then I left to Dubai. And I'm back here, and for both to mark my dad's birthday and my birthday, we decided, I got tickets, and we went to Chelsea by Leverkusen tonight. And what a game that was, and what an atmosphere, and what I've got loads to say. But before we get into the game, I do want to say, go and check out video number 1 from earlier on to get up to speed on some of the news from earlier on this morning. There hasn't really been much news since, except for the little bits that, because of the game that I'm going to tell you about now. Nico Jackson is basically left the club at this point, and apparently it's come out earlier on that he's asked to leave. So Nico Jackson's gone. We know that's happening now. Same goes for Nkunku. Nkunku wasn't there tonight. He's leaving too. We already knew this. And after the game, Maresca asked for a centre back. He says yes, it's a priority. We do need to go and we do need to go and get a centre back because of what's happened to Levi Colwill. So I'm like, okay, well, if this is the case, then Chelsea, you need to back your manager here. We need to back Maresca. We need to go and get a centre back. Simple as that. If he feels like he needs a centre back, we need a centre back. Now, I will say a few things based on the centre backs that played today, but what I do want to say. Firstly, it was great to be back, right? Stamford Bridge, and I do want to send massive love to every single one of you that I bumped into today. Loads. I was actually taken back by it. The amount of people that had come up to me and be like, "Oh, Younes, how you doing, mate? You're good. Oh, what's your stuff?" Like all sorts. I had no word of a lie. Young people, had older people, and being respectful here. I had parents, flipping, kids with their mums and dads. I had so many security that are like, "Oh, Younes, how you doing, bro?" I'm like, "Yes, brother." So many stewards, mate. I felt the love. I really felt the love, and I was a bit taken back by it because I didn't expect it to be on that level. So, thank you to every single one of you. Even the person that I was sat next to in the stand with his little boy and his family, his missus as well. Huge respect to you, and we took a picture and whatnot. And I hope you enjoyed the game as much as I did. As I said, I was with my parents, and we loved it. And what I do want to say is, bloody hell, the atmosphere feels incredible. The atmosphere feels fantastic. And I'm not surprised because not only with what we saw, there was many good points from today. Many good points today. And I know there's a couple of plays in particular. But I remember going to the bridge when Chelsea felt dangerous. I remember what that felt like. I remember what the vibe was like. I remember, yeah? We're talking back in the Jose days. We're talking back in the Conte days. We're talking back even prior, the Champions League winning days. I remember going to the bridge back then. And I remember that feeling. There was always been a sense of security, like, hey, this is Stamford Bridge. No one's beating us here. It's Stamford Bridge. Do you know what I mean? I have to say, I walked into the bridge today and the atmosphere and the vibe that was there, I felt it. And it's not something I was expecting. It was something I was hoping. And when I got there, I was like, oh my God. Oh, this is how Stamford Bridge should feel like. From the moment the game kicked off, and look, pre-season's not about the result. But Bayer Leverkusen done absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Eric Ten Hag and them lot should have just not shown up. You know what I mean? And as aggressive as they were in the first 20 minutes, they picked up 4 yellow cards or something, or 3 yellow cards. I was like, what is wrong with these lot? And even I was looking at the ref and going, hey, listen, brother, it's a friendly, you may be going a bit too harsh. When I look back, I'm like, yo, them lot were aggressive. We just bossed the game completely, but not just in terms of bossing the game to try and chase a result. The football that we were playing was under control, completely under control. And I was astonished by the fitness levels. I thought we would show still some signs of fatigue or We were in the game, man. We were in the game, fully on it, pressing hard, winning balls, winning second balls, all sorts of duels. We were there. We were bossing the game. We dominated. Seeing it in the flesh is a different gravy. And this is why I always take into consideration what the match-going support have to say. Always, because they're the ones that can see with the eyes. And it's different. When you're watching on TV and when you're watching in front of you, it's two different experiences. You can get as much as you can from the screen. But when you're there in person and you're seeing it in the flesh, today I've got some things to say. Yeah? Can I just start off the bat? Cole Palmer in the flesh is just mad. Yeah? It's magic. It's absolutely magic. When I watch this player, the way he pings those crosses and those balls, those cross diagonals, I'm like, oh, God. On TV you don't feel it. Well, even on TV it looks good, but you don't appreciate it. When you're in the flesh and you can see the type of ball that he's made, you can see the thinking and the move behind the execution. And then when he does it, you're like, how the hell did he see that? Because you was looking there and you're like, oh my God, he spotted him. But it's nuts. It's nuts. Cole Palmer, I have one really good thing to say about Cole Palmer. Maresca has found his role fully, because now we've got the quality in the team around him. Palmer has a free role. You can say he's a number 10, but he's no longer a number 10. Well, no, I don't. That's wrong of me to say. Pretend I didn't say that. He's not an attacking midfielder. Before, we were like, okay, he's an attacking midfielder, he's sitting in the middle, he's not playing on the wing, or even prior to that, he's playing as a right winger, and that's all he was doing. Now, even though he's starting the game in an attacking midfield role, he just roams. He's on the right, he's on the left, he's up top, he's dropping deep, he's next to the DM, he's there, he's floating, he's roaming wherever he wants, and that is what you need to do with Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer needs to be in a position where he is flexible to do as he pleases and to move as he pleases, and that is exactly what happened today. Cole Palmer, free role. That is how you utilize Cole Palmer, but you need the quality around him to do it, and now we do have it. And I want to move to the next player who deserves the first mention, to be honest. Estevao Willian. Oh boy. No. There's the smile on my face. When look, from the moment the game kicked off, and I was paying attention. I was like, Estevao. Even the guy that was next to me with his kid, shout out. He was like, Estevao's starting. I was like, yeah, Estevao's starting. I'm going to keep my eyes on him. He's like, yeah. Just watching Estevao. He looks like he's played 100 games for us. Estevao looks like he's been in the Premier League for a season or two. He looks comfortable. He looks so comfortable. He doesn't look like he's just debuting. It baffled me. Because there's things that I'm sure you don't see on TV. But even where he's positioning himself, even how he's tracking back, even the way that he's getting himself involved, even the things he's paying attention to, the spaces that he's paying attention to, how he's trying to get off his markers, all of these things, I'm like, brother, you know exactly what you're doing. Like, you are fully locked in. He didn't make a mistake. Not a single mistake from Estevao Willian. And not only that, but we get the goal. I mean, when he scored, I had to double take myself. I was like, I saw the ball hit the net. I was like, yeah. I was like, hang on, is that 41? Oh, because I was Matthew Harding upper in the corner. And I was like, he scored on the other end. I'm like, is that 41? Estevao scored! Honestly, I was so happy for him and so gassed for him. But you could see, by the way, I do want to say this. The Palmer-Estevao link-up is going to be flipping deadly. I can tell already. Palmer and Estevao are going to have something going on between them that no one's going to be able to stop. I'm going to just say that now. Yeah, no one will stop them. You thought Palmer was a problem. Now there's two of them. Now there's two brothers. Today has put me in a frame of mind. I'm like, yo, we're dangerous. It goes back to the point that I mentioned about Stamford Bridge. We feel dangerous. When I'm there, I'm like, yo, we know we're dangerous again, aren't we? Like, we know we're good. We know we're actually good again, innit? Like, this is happening, guys. Yeah, we are dangerous, right? Yeah, we're dangerous. Everyone feels it. There's a sense of confidence in the air now. I've longed for this, man. I've longed for this moment of this feeling. It's been ages. I am confident. We're gonna be able to go into the season and do big things. I'm going to say this now. From what I saw today, just a standard, it's a pre-season game. But we're looking at every single player. Everyone's locked in. Everyone is locked in. And not just that, not only are they locked in, but on top of that, with with everyone's contribution on the pitch, the current players and the new players that have joined, especially the new players, our signings have been so shrewd. They're all so... How can I describe it? They all make sense. They all make sense. When I'm looking at them individually, I mean, in the flesh, I'm like, yo, you fit in. You fit, man. Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. You know? You can tell everyone wants to give. Everyone is contributing. Everyone is focused. Everyone's locked in. And it's funny because Gittins after the game spoke, and I heard what he said, and he said that we're locked in. We know that we constantly need to be given everything. There's no you know, there's no ifs or buts, or there's no little less than that. No. You have to give everything, and that's it. That's the bar. I'm like, brother, something's shifted with the mentality at this football club, and this is what we were all scared of, and I was scared of this. I can say with confidence, the mentality is back. The mentality is back, people. It's back. This is coming from me. It's back. It's back. What I've been searching for and what I've longed for, I have found. I have found in the team and in the stands. Everyone's locked in as well. Today's atmosphere was phenomenal. But the players itself, we're talking about Estevao, he is a special one. I cannot fault the recruitment now. I can't. I trust it. I have to trust it. Any doubts or criticisms that I had before, they've been fully iced, should I say. Ice cold. I have been reassured completely. Estevao, who at first, even I remember when we were linked with him, I'm like, what are we doing? We're going after a 16-year-old here. What's going on? And then after that, I'm like, yo, we saw the example of Endrick, and we're like, what's going on here? What are we doing? And this guy's going to come in, and he's going to be a flipping star. I'm like, what are we doing? It didn't make sense. Nah, it makes full sense. It makes full sense. Full sense. Estevao is going to light up the show. And not just him alone. He's got quality around him. And Palmer. And others. My I add to it? João Pedro. João Pedro, I gotta be honest. Because Delap didn't play badly. But Delap was the quietest one. I was there, and I remember I turned to my dad and I was like, have you seen Delap? Like, it's not even a case, he's not playing bad. The ball's not coming to him. We have players that are constantly moving and linking, and it's crazy, like the amount of interchanging that we were seeing from players coming from the right to the left, to the middle, to the left, back to the right. Everyone was constantly moving, Estevao specifically. But Delap was there, trying to press, trying to win the ball, which he did. Ball comes through him, he links up and he feeds another player, and that's it. That's all we got. I think he had one shot. That's all we got. But there wasn't a flurry of chances landing on a plate for him. We need to reassess how we're going to use the number 9 role. And why do I say that? Because look at João Pedro later. Delap came off. And like I said, Delap didn't play badly. He gave. If he was missing loads of chances, I'd be like, Delap played badly. He didn't play badly. But when he came off, what did we get with João Pedro? We got João Pedro, who wasn't moving like a traditional number 9. Liam Delap moves like a traditional number 9. Constantly trying to find the running behind. The one thing that I noticed from Liam Delap, and I love this because as a striker, when I'm playing, or when I was playing, like, because I was playing up front. That was my main position. I would always, and I tell my midfielders before the game, is to always try and find a through ball or a ball over the top. That's me. It fits. I love to be able to run into space and try and get the extra edge on a defender so he doesn't have to catch me. Because there's certain levels where you know that there's defenders that are maybe faster, stronger, bigger than you, and you don't stand a chance. So I always try to find that extra little millisecond to try and get an advantage to get in ahead. And once I'm in front, I'm in front. Liam Delap was constantly trying to put himself off the defender. The amount of times I saw him doing this with his hand, trying to get the ball over the top, because he is strong. He knows that the ball comes over the top, he has the body to get himself in the way and to have a chance in on goal. He wasn't being fed enough. But on the ground, look at João Pedro. João Pedro come on, and he's not a traditional number 9. But he's up there, all of a sudden he's on the left-hand side of the box, he's on the right-hand side of the box, he's interchanging with another player, 1-2s, leaves him behind, passes, goes round defenders, feeds. Like, João Pedro moves in a way that's mad. And even when players are ahead of him, he drops back to find some space, like we saw for the goal, on the edge of the box. He wasn't in the box, he was on the edge of the box, or just inside. You'd expect him to be near the 6-yard box if you're traditional number 9. He wasn't. But this is João Pedro. This is why I'm saying João Pedro is going to suit the way that we play better. Delap is a good option in a game where, whether we're struggling, we're coming up against a low block, low block if we're piling the pressure on the box and you just need extra bodies. Liam Delap is a presence in the box. But ultimately, if you're playing, let's say, a high-line Tottenham, yeah, Liam Delap will score a hat-trick in that game. Standard, right? So, there are players that have been brought in that lit up the show. I do want to give some extra praise here. Jorgensen had a very good game in goal. For the few times that he had to make a save. I mean, I remember the free kick that he saved. Very, very good save. Achiempong surprised me today. At centre-back, as a centre-back, because it was a back 3 pretty much. I know it's a back 4, but Cucurella was cutting inside. Chalobah was left centre-back, Gusto right centre-back, Josh Achiempong was the centre-back, right? Which he doesn't normally play. He's normally on the right-hand side, Achiempong. We know this, well, he's normally a right-back. He bossed that centre-back role really well. Really well. Distributing really well, tackling really well, commanding really well, stuck to the line really well, looked very organised. Achiempong had a very cool head today. Same goes for Trevor Chalobah. Credit to him. The midfield, Caicedo's just a machine. And I have to say, Santos, fair play to you. Fair play to you, son. We've got a hell of a midfielder there. We really do. We really do. Tyreek George, I thought, had a bright game. Second half, not as good as his first half, but then he came off. We know Tyreek George is going to be going out on loan anyway, so there's that. And Malo Gusto, more times than not, was good. I'd say more times not, because there was a couple of times where he gave up possession. I was like, Gusto, what are you doing? It had to be you, innit? All the plays, this is you. But he actually had a decent game. But again, Bayer Leverkusen didn't do much. It just didn't. We had every time we lost the ball, we won it. Unbelievable. Asugo came on, had a very, very good game. We had Yoro Hato come on, or Hato, by the way. His name's Hato. So I was saying it right, by the way. It's Hato, yeah? You know what, blitzing me in the comments. I know, it's not how you say his name. It's Hato. It's Hato. It's Yoro Hato. Yeah, well, according to the guy that announces, I think it was Lee Parker. I think it was Lee Parker who was announcing on the mic. But Hato came on, had a decent game too. Good debut from him. Pedro Neto looked very, very bright as well. Tosin came on for Chalobah. Tosin looked, again, really good. Reece James is loved to a level where it's mad. It's mad. The whole stadium was singing, he's one of our own, he's one of our own, Reece James is one of our own, even when he was warming up. It was mad. It was mad. Reece James, even every time he touched the ball, the crowd would just start singing. Reece James, good quality, honestly, quality. And there was that time Jorgensen had a blunder with his clearance, and it landed to Reece James, and Reece James literally one touch and gave it back to him. He's like, go on, mate, you can try again. It was quality. Gittins is an interesting one. If he plays like how he played today constantly, I think we've got ourselves a very interesting left winger here, because he's so direct, and he's quick, man. He is quick. He can change direction in an instant. He's facing this way, boom. He's facing that way, he's gone. It's mad. It's mad. I have one little thing to say about Gittins. He played really well. I don't want him to do what Madueke used to do. He needs to get out of that. I saw it a couple of times. I was like, I hope this isn't going to be a regular thing. But you know when a winger, like, he tries to blitz past the defender, then he stops, and then he just waits, he just stops, he doesn't move, and he's just like, and he starts giving the little shimmy. And you're not moving. The team's got back into position. Like, you've killed the attack. I remember Madueke doing that too many times and I hated it. Gittins, I saw he done it once, kind of done it a second time. I was like, okay, that's not a regular thing, because the amount of times that he also did get the ball and he drove, that's the way he looked deadly. One time he cut into the box, left the defender on his backside. cut in. He created such a beautiful angle for him to shoot. The keeper made the save. That is what I want to see more. That was fantastic. His first touch is really, really good. Close touch control, fantastic. His link up and his decisions where to run is phenomenal. It looks really, really good. This is why I'm saying the players that came on look really, really good. I want to give some praise as well to Raksaki, to Antwi, and to Anselmino. Now, we had a couple of academy boys. Those were the guys, Raksaki and Antwi. Antwi, I think, was in the contribution for the goal as well, for the second goal, João Pedro. But, yeah, keep working, guys. Keep working. Bit by bit, and big things will happen for you guys. They look good. And Anselmino coming on for Josh Hachempong for about 15 minutes. Again, we didn't get too much from him, but fair play to him. Nice to see him get minutes. Overall, look, it's the first preseason game. We'll see what we're going to do against AC Milan on Sunday. If I'm not mistaken, we're playing on Sunday. But we are looking good, man. We're looking good. And I say that, why? Because in a season where we haven't really had a break, like the preseason is so short. After the Club World Cup, 2.5 weeks of break, and then they're back to it. I don't want to be unfair and expect miracles from this team because of that. That could have a toll effect later on in the season. You know, you get into the second half of the season, we might start seeing fatigue kick in. It's a possibility because they haven't had a break. So I do want to make that clear. But what we normally see in terms of fatigue and lack of fitness at the beginning of the season, in pre-season, let me tell you that now, that is not the case today. Today, everyone looked super fit. But that's maybe because it wasn't too long ago we were playing the World Cup final and we were finishing off the season. So I think they're still in the rhythm. But what I say is all of this adds up. So we need to have a very, very good start to the season. We need to have a very good season up until January, February. And then from there, we might have to start managing our minutes really, really, really carefully. And I think there's going to be a case of trying to manage minutes across the squad throughout the season. And I think we do have enough quality and depth. Don't forget, we're still looking to add Simons, and we're going to be adding Garnacho as well. This is going to be an interesting squad. Let me tell you this now. The way that we move the ball, Maresca, by the way, credit to Maresca. I was keeping an eye on him during the game, and he was so locked in, and he was constant instruction, and everyone is obeying. Everyone's on it. Everyone's like, yeah, no problem, and they're executing. He's got everyone controlled beautifully. Not in a bad way. I don't say controlled like they're robots, but he's got everyone on side. It's a beautiful dynamic right now. It's a really beautiful dynamic right now. And some of the football that we're playing, the spaces that we're finding, the patterns that we're using, the positions and spaces that the players are utilizing, the link up and the relationships between some of the players, it's really, really good. It's really, really good. It's really made me optimistic here. I think good things will happen here. I really do. Today, like, seeing it in the flesh, I'm like, nah, this is mad. Something mad's happening here. Something mad's happening here. And I'm all for it, man. We've longed for this. We've suffered. We've suffered. So, let me know your thoughts down below. But let me tell you this now. João Pedro, phenomenal. Estevao Willian, he's a special one. He's a special one. Remember that. Cole Palmer, you now have backup. So let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Like I said again, a pleasure to everyone that I bumped into at the bridge and all the love that was shown. I do appreciate your support. All of you, not only the ones that I met today, but even all of you that I haven't seen, and I know that you're here and you're constantly supporting and watching the channel. Honestly, I want to take that moment just to say thank you to all of you. And we continue to do big things on this channel, and there's still bigger things to come. And like I said, if you remember the end of last season when I said there's going to be something that pops up in about September, remember that? Yeah, don't worry. It's not long now. You'll see what happens. But let me know your thoughts down below in terms of this game and what you feel going into the game against AC Milan on Sunday. And I'll catch all of you tomorrow for a double. Tomorrow's my birthday, so that's going to be fun. But will there be a double? There should be. There should be. I think there will be one in the morning, and then there will be one at sort of this time tomorrow as well. So keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow as well. You'll be getting a double upload, even if it is my birthday. I'll still be here, don't worry. And I will catch all of you then. Subscribe, notification bell on. Catch you all tomorrow. Look after yourselves. Take care. And peace.